Good morning. How are you? How are you really feeling? I hope everyone's good. Yeah, it is been a while since we've done an early one, but I thought we'd do one now because I'm really struggling to sleep. So we'll do one about sleep and the impact on mental health and things like that. So I've always suffered massively with sleep. You know, 4 or 5 hours a night, I'm good. If I get more than 7, I'm lethal because I'm full of energy. I'm absolutely bouncing. And yeah, I'm just an absolute nightmare for anyone around me. But sleep is a massive thing, not just for your physical health, but for your mental health as well. Now, it's really difficult to sort your sleep out, especially if you're just not a good sleeper like I am anyway. And there's things you can take, but do they realistically make a difference? I don't know. Over the counter stuff, I have taken pretty much everything. Just moving my dinner bag. I've pretty much taken everything, all the calms, all the sleep help aid, everything. One thing that does help is zinc and magnesium before bed. I'll hold my hands up and say that does make a difference, and it really does. So get yourself a cheap supplement. Doesn't have to be an expensive one. I just use World Wellness off Amazon. It's year's supply, £10, something like that. It's not expensive, and it does help. It does really help. But I noticed a big difference in I do physically, but in my physical health. Now, I am very, very good at pushing through things physically when I'm tired. The way my job is structured, the way my life is structured, I can just go into autopilot and my body just moves and does what it needs to do. However, mentally is a completely different story. When I am tired, if I haven't had a couple of decent nights sleep in a row, like I can deal with one night, I can deal with 2 nights. If I start getting 3 or 4 nights where my sleep is suffering, then I have an issue. And that's when the dark thoughts start creeping in, the nasty things, the things that really drag you down mentally. And they get an upper hand in the game. Because at the end of the day, this is what this is. Mental health is a game. You are fighting against yourself. You are playing against yourself. And that's really, really hard because you know yourself better than anybody. You just don't know it. And it is difficult. Now, there's many things you can do to improve your sleep, and I suggest everyone does them. Even though I don't incorporate everything all the time, what I will do is if I start getting a couple of nights where I'm not sleeping very well, even one night, I'll start incorporating these things. I clean up my sleep hygiene, so it's no phones before bed, it's no caffeine after 12, cut down on the energy drinks, which I don't drink a lot of anyway, but instead of having 2, I'll have 1 or none. Loads of different things. Get more settled before bed. It's just all these little. Just Google it. Like literally, just Google sleep hygiene and what you can do before bed, and then try and incorporate them things. It's no good me sitting here and telling you. I can tell you all these things, and you forget it by the end of the video. Just Google it and pick 1 or 2 things. Try them out. Doesn't work. Pick another couple of things. Try it out. But yeah, your sleep is important physically and mentally. It's where everything heals, including your brain. Now, your brain is horrible. It needs that rest. It needs that time. Like, mine just hasn't shut off all night. And then what I tend to do is things like this. It's very early in the morning, but because I've not slept properly, I've been tossing and turning, restless. I just get up. I can't. I could have stayed there for another hour and a half, 2 hours. But what is the point in my brain? What is the point? I mean, I probably should have laid there and just rested and let my body get itself together. But I just end up getting annoyed and winding myself up because I'm not asleep, and that's shit. So I get up and I go to the gym. I go sit and hide in there. I do a bit to get my body moving. I might do some mobility work. I might do some stretching, a bit of cardio. Yeah, my main lifting is always done in my full bodies 3 days a week. But I use this time wisely, so I've got an hour and a half now where I can do some active rehab on my body. Nothing heals your body better than sleep. Absolutely nothing. It is unmatched. Followed by nutrition. They are the two things you need to recover. But if your sleep's not very good like mine, I may as well use this time for other things. I could have laid there, I could have sat and played on the Game Boy, I could have watched YouTube, doom scrolled, I could have done anything. But instead, I'm going out and I'm doing something. I'm doing something that's going to benefit me physically. Not as much as sleep, nowhere near as much as going to sleep would, but I'm trying. So, I hope you're all good. I hope your brain's being nice to you today. I hope mine's going to be nice to me today because he's going to be tired. But yeah, get your sleep. It's important, get your sleep. Anyway, keep smiling, stay strong, not just physically but mentally. See you soon.